Let's take a look at Amazon Linux, which is AWS's managed Linux distribution that is based off of CentOS and Fedora, which in turn is based off of Red Hat Linux. So let's get into it. There are multiple versions of Amazon Linux. We have Amazon Linux 1, Amazon Linux 2, and the current version of this at this time of this video, Amazon Linux 2023. So I would just say that if you're going to use one, you should be using 2023, as there's not many reasons to use the older ones unless you're just having a hard time getting your software to run on the latest and greatest, and you need something that is more with what your app works with. But anyway, AWS hardens and maintains the Amazon Linux. Amazon Linux often has direct support or the only choice for specific AWS services as the choice as the underlying OS. AWS provides technical support via the AWS support. So when you open up cases to get help from technical support, they're going to have a better understanding of the Amazon Linux. And if you bring them something that they aren't usually looking at, they just might not help you as well. So when you can, use Amazon Linux because it's pretty easy to use. It uses the Yum package manager, which technically there is an improved version of Yum called DNF that's available on Amazon Linux 2023. But if you're using 1 or 2, you're going to be using the Yum package manager. On June 30th, 2024, CentOS Linux 7 will reach its end of life. Amazon Linux 2 is strongly tied to CentOS, so migrate to Amazon Linux 2023 when you can, because a lot of the packages and stuff is tied to that. So, I'm sure we'll see use after that for Amazon Linux 2, because Amazon Linux is still being utilized, even though I don't really recommend it for use. But yeah, there's a thing called Amazon Linux Extras, which is specific for Amazon Linux 2, and this is a way for you to install additional software packages that are not included with Amazon Linux 2. And this is really useful because, prior to Amazon Linux 2, there was AL1. I remember Amazon Linux because it had tons and tons of packages. But then when they moved to Amazon Linux 2, all those packages weren't there, which is a good thing because less packages generally means a more hardened server because there's less things around for a malicious actor to utilize. But for whatever reason, when they moved to AL 2023, I think it's because they're using a different upstream from CentOS, whatever the version is, 8 or 9. They just had more available packages and less of an issue. And I don't think people liked Amazon Linux Extras. They're having to install stuff to get stuff. And so basically, AL 2023 kind of works like AL1, where it just has a lot of packages. So this is not going to work for Amazon Linux 2023. It's specifically for Amazon Linux 2. Still talking about Amazon Linux 2, there is a thing called Extra Package for Enterprise Linux called EPEL. And it's a Fedora project, and the idea was to add additional packages. And basically, this is what Amazon Linux Extras is, but this is more generic and taps into even more packages. So if there's something that Amazon Linux Extras cannot do, you can install EPEL via Amazon Linux Extras, and then you'll have access to a larger variety of packages. So while Amazon Linux Extras can be used to install packages, if you need a broader range of packages, you can use the EPEL7 repo or library, whatever you want to call it. So Amazon Linux 2 has high compatibility with CentOS 7 and can support EPEL7 packages. I've seen even 8 being used, but you can't install it through Amazon Linux Extras, and I probably wouldn't recommend it. I think it's worth comparing AL2 to AL 2023 because this is going to be the toss-up. No one's touching AL1 these days here. But AL2, it has limited packages but can be extended with Amazon Linux Extra and RPEL7. Amazon Linux 2023 contains thousands of packages for use. You cannot use RPEL with Amazon Linux 2023. I didn't write that in here, but I'm just telling you can't. So if you don't have a package you want to use, you're going to be having to install it from source, to be honest. AL2 comes packaged with 2.7, where the default for Amazon Linux 2023 is Python 3. AL2 uses Yum, where AL 2023 uses DNF. Could you install DNF on AL2? Probably. AL2 has SC Linux, so Security Enhanced Linux, disabled by default, where AL 2023 has it enabled by default. AL2 is using an older version of OpenSSL, where AL 2023 is using the latest. AL2 uses the CentOS 7 stream, where AL 2023 uses the CentOS 9 stream. AL2 is going to use the GP2 volumes by default, whereas AL2023 is going to use the GP3 volumes by default. AL2 has Crony installed, which gives you the cron tab behavior by default. If you want cron tab behavior, you're going to have to install Crony yourself. AL2 has OpenJDK because at the time, I don't think Amazon Corretto existed. Now Amazon Corretto exists. If you don't know what that is, it's AWS's Java runtime library. So, it's for whatever reason they made their own. Everyone seems to want to make their own runtime for Java, and AWS has made their own as well. But there you go.